You guys. Ah! Hi Dance Magazine readers, welcome back to Dance Magazine's YouTube channel. My name is Haley Hilton and this is Dancer Diary, where I'm chronicling my life as a dancer in New York City. Today is a little bit different. Usually I feature my life as a dancer, but today we're going to talk about my life as a writer for Dance Magazine. Yay. This is the February issue of Dance Magazine. A lot of times when I tell friends and other dancers that I am a writer for Dance Magazine, they're super curious. One, how I got into it, what my experience is like, what I write about, and it's always fun to share it. So we thought it would be fun to take you guys into my experience writing a feature for the February issue. So really quick, let me show you. So the magazine came and I got a super big surprise. I didn't know they were doing this. There's me, a moment for Begin Again. And they're basically just talking about how it's been 2 years and they're telling you guys to go read it online, which you guys have watched and read, which I love so much. Thank you Dance Magazine for featuring and sharing and just always supporting me. I love you guys so much. So this is called Soul Stories. It is a follow-up to a piece that I wrote years ago about dancers and their relationship with their feet. This is about dancers and their relationship with their shoes. Our shoes are such an important tool for us, obviously. So it was really fun to talk about. Writing a story can happen in one of two ways for me. One is that I brainstorm a bunch of ideas and I'll usually send them to all the editors of Dance Magazine, Dance Spirit, Point, and Dance Teacher. And if any of them like the stories, they'll come back to me and say, hey, we like this. Can you write this for this month or whatever? This was one of those times where my editor came to me and said, hey, we have a feature idea that we think you'd be a good fit for. Would you like to take it on? This one definitely worked for me. I was so excited about it, in particular because for this feature, I knew it was going to be really photo heavy, and I was going to work with a photographer named Quinn Wharton, who is just so spectacular, such an incredible artist. It's so fun to see him work, and I feel like my words and his photos really like complement each other in a great way. I mean, his photos literally are just so great. I decided to take the story on, and then we just jumped right into scheduling photo shoots with each of these three dancers. We featured New York City Ballet dancer Olivia Boisson. She's gorgeous. And then we featured tap legend Michelle Dorrance. So great. And we featured a heels choreographer, dancer, and teacher, Hector Invictus Lopez, who is, I mean, so fierce. Wow. This piece is, I think, best viewed in print. It is so beautiful when you get the magazine. But also, if you don't get the magazine, you should, but if you don't, go check this out online. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes of our photo shoots. Check it out. Okay, so I am shooting with Quinn and Michelle Dorrance, tap legend. Okay, so this space that Michelle has, this used to be a school, and the room was the boys' urinal that they turned into a tap studio. Let's check it out, it's so awesome. I love her so much.
I mean, you couldn't replicate that if you tried in 1,000 years. I don't know how to use it, but it's cool. I lied, it was also cool.
Hi Dance Mag, here I am with Michelle Dorrance. We're photographing her for an upcoming piece on her shoes. I'm so excited to feature her.
Yo, Haley's the best. This is your, I want to swear. She's cool as shit. Can we bleep it out?
Yeah,
okay, great.
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna be dancing in here later. Where are your tap shoes?
Well, I don't tap.
Okay, so we need to get you some. Okay, cool, this is great. What's that?
6.5.
It's not gonna be great for the hookah situation, but let's see if we can get some supportive tap shoes for
Okay,
you. You wanna know what? We'll talk Capicio and get you some special shoes. This is your chance. You're gonna learn something before you leave.
I actually would love that.
Okay, great.
I would love that. I love Michelle
You
so
heard it
much.
here first.
This is the best. Bye guys.
Good morning. I am on my way to the
second shoot for Dance Magazine. This is with Hector Invictus Lopez at Broadway Dance Center. And he is going to dance in his heels today. And the amazing Quinn is going to photograph it, and I think it's going to be really fierce. I'm really excited. It's too early to be awake and to be doing this for me. I did not sleep well last night, so.
Well, the company's not gonna see, like, seeing, like, I'm gonna get a, like, close up. Because we're here, I'll get the shoes in a second. Directly.
Hi Dance Mag, here I am with Hector Invictus Lopez. We just did a shoot for Dance Mag. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's gonna be so good. And here's Quinn in the background.
Heyo!
Okay, so here I am at SAB and we're gonna film this for Dance Magazine today. We're gonna do a shoot with photographer Quinn Wharton. Hi Dance Mag readers, this is Olivia.
Hi.
We're watching her be so gorgeous today in her point shoes.
There's these white towels at the theater that I really like. They're like the right length and the right thickness that I like. But these were fine.
Those were beautiful. Beautiful.
That was so fun. I loved reliving the whole experience because each of them was so unique. I love seeing like the differences in their personalities and how it relates to their genre of dance in some ways. It was really cool. Outside of those photo shoots, I obviously interviewed them. These ones I did over the phone. Sometimes I'll meet in person. A lot of times over the phone we'll have a discussion. I just asked them questions about their shoes, their relationship to them, what they thought, and they had such insightful things to say. Olivia talked about how her freed point shoes now come in her skin tone and how meaningful that is. She shared the specs of her point shoes, which is, I think, really interesting. You should go look and see. Michelle talked about, you know, breaking in her tap shoes, getting them to that perfect place, that perfect sound, how sometimes when you get to that place, the screws strip, and what she has to do about that to like keep them lasting for a long time. She's really fun. And then Hector talked a lot about how dancing in his heels has forced him to confront how he views gender expression, which I thought was really interesting to hear about. He also talks about how his heels didn't always come in his size and, you know, how that's evolved now, how he gets these amazing heels, what his favorite heels are. It was really fun. All of those conversations went super well, and then after that I sit down and I write the story, and I go through the interviews and I see which pieces I feel like are newsworthy, relevant, you know, compelling. So I write it out, and then I spend a lot of time revising it, working through it, you know, playing around. It's almost like when you get a piece of choreography and then you take your time to work through it on your own. And then I submit it to my editor. And then once she has it, she comes back with thoughts and edits, you know, corrections. And then we have kind of a back and forth on it until we get it to a place that we both feel really good about. Like I said, my editor is so good. I love working with her. Margaret, oh, I've worked with her for the last 6.5 years. She was my first editor that I ever had in a professional setting. She was the editor-in-chief of Dance Spirit when I was an intern, and I still remember the first time she edited one of my stories. She came in and she showed me the edits, she talked through them with me, and it had become so much more crisp and polished and like just interesting. And I was like, how did you do that? And she was like, well, you know, lots of years of practice and work. And anyway, she's just amazing. I still just think the world of her. I feel so lucky that she's my editor for this column for Dancer Diary and for this feature. Oftentimes when I have a feature for Dance Mag, she's the one. Once we're both in a good place with it, she'll send it to fact check. Fact check will reach out to the sources to make sure we got all of the facts correct, that nothing was misheard, that, you know, spellings are accurate. And then it goes to copy, where they go through and make sure if there are any little errors or missteps that I made in my writing to make it really clean. And then Quinn had sent the photos over, and our art director looks through the images, decides what he thinks is best for it, and then they send it all to the printer and it goes out to all of you guys, and then midway through the month it's posted online, which is really fun. So yeah, I loved writing this piece. It was so much fun. It was so beautiful. I love my job at Dance Magazine. I feel passionately about arts journalism. I think it's so important when we read these stories of other artists. They add more tools to our tool belts. They're inspiring. Get your Dance Magazine, read the articles. They will help you and support you through your career. And I love writing and sharing it with you. So thank you all for taking the time to read them. I hope you enjoyed this inside look into what it's like being a writer for Dance Magazine. Come back next month to see what's happening. It's an exciting time for me over here. Okay. Oh, actually, I need to go and film a self-tape right now. So hopefully that goes well. Thanks for following along. Mwah!